Nicole. We're here in Georgetown, Minnesota today talking about my development of my she shed. In my she shed, I do what I would consider a multiple variety of crafts. So my main reason why I chose the shed is for my VMV collectibles. So I take vintage Christmas decorations and vintage ceramics or old canisters, old wood boxes, metal tins that used to be used for baking or cooking, and I create them into table pieces or centerpieces, accent pieces for Christmas mainly. And then through that I started doing baby arrangements. I do a lot of my crafts out here using my Cricut machine. I do resin projects. I basically was able to start doing multiple craft ideas based on my she shed as a whole. I started doing all of my crafts inside the house, upstairs in the kitchen area, because I have a nice large kitchen. It started overpowering the kitchen area and I was running out of storage. Then I got shooed out to the garage. Then I started overtaking the garage and my husband was like, okay, we're either gonna slow down a little bit or you're gonna need a bigger facility. So I said, yep. So I started looking for sheds. Northland Sheds, one of the main reasons why I loved their company was mainly because I could customize it and go on to their website and do the customization, picking the building that I wanted, putting the windows in, putting the types of doors that I wanted in, putting the loft in. It gave me an idea of what mine would look like. I got to pick the paint color. I got to put the color of the roof that I wanted on there, so I could see a great visual. That was one of the selling points for me, is that I could design it and see the visual. So then I talked to Leona, who's fantastic to deal with as well. And I told Leona some of the stuff that I wanted. I definitely wanted a loft, but I wanted it a little bit bigger so I could put my totes. And then I wanted a U-shaped area that I could work with. And so she said, we could pretty much do anything that you want to do. And I said, well, that's fantastic. So we designed where I customized my windows. I wanted them kind of right across from each other. I wanted flower boxes to create a daintier look on the outside. I wanted the big double doors, which she helped me with handles, because I wanted to be able to get stuff in and out of here. That was larger than have to squeeze it through a small little door. I talked to her about the size of my U-shape unit, because I wanted it at my standard height for working, where it was comfortable for me to work on my crafts. So I wasn't bending down or it was too high up. I wanted it up enough where I could fit my totes underneath it to be used as storage. And then I wanted a ceiling roughed in. I didn't want the studs. So they were able to spray foam for me and then cut the formations out on the top of the ceiling for me, and spray foam the floor and put the floor in for me. And we had all that down before we set it down in place, because I didn't want to have to deal with that option. So they were fantastic to work with. So I put it up and then painted and did a floor. And the floor was simple because I put it right over the top of the wood floor that was already existing. Look at Northland Sheds if you are interested in building any sort of shed. They just worked so well with me. They listened to me. They did everything I asked of them to do. They're just so accommodating, and they wanted my business, and I felt that they were willing to do anything for me to make my she shed what it is.